Welcome to Steeltown Football, folks. I'm Bill, and this is Mike. I'm a journalist, and I'm not a fan of football, but I know a little bit about it. Mike is the all-knowing Steelers fan, and he is here to tell us all about the greatest win Pittsburgh had since 2 years ago. Is that right, Mike?
That is right, Billy. That
Yes.
is absolutely right. Yeah.
So I just want to
Yeah.
I want to say something about the referees, the calling. There were two plays. Probably should have went the other way, but due to all the grief and non-calls that were thrown out against Ben Roethlisberger, this is sort of a payback. Would you agree?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
I guess the football gods were on our side
Yeah. Well, as a
on
neutral
some.
observer, I will say he got beat up and got zero calls. Unlike some of his contemporaries at the time, they got calls. I mean, if you looked at Peyton Manning cross-eyed, throw the flag.
Right,
Right.
right. Yeah, Big Ben didn't get any calls.
Yeah.
He got hit late all the time,
All the time. Yeah.
and he got right back up and just kept taking it.
Yeah.
Whereas, some of these other guys were, you know,
Yeah. So Pittsburgh got the benefit of a couple of calls. We're not going to discuss it. You can tune into some other person and they can discuss it
were
all day long. So that's as far as we're going with that. So let's talk about the greatest quarterback that we've had in many years, Aaron Rodgers, also known as AA Ron.
yeah.
I got some stats. I brought
Right.
up a laptop here. He threw for 284 yards and one touchdown. Pretty good deal,
Yes.
but he's had good games earlier this season. So this is not a coming out party. Just the past few
No.
games have been awful.
Right. But I do believe this was his best game as a Steeler, though.
Oh yeah, I thought there was some game earlier in the season was good.
He's
Anyway,
he's had a couple of solid games, but
yeah,
he played well.
yeah, and I guess it was like the first or second play where he threw the ball to Metcalf. Was it like 45 yards or so down the
I think
sideline?
it was like 50. Yeah, 50,
Is
52,
it?
but you're
Yeah.
right.
Was it that
Yeah, I mean,
far? Okay. Yeah.
he actually threw it more than 20 yards.
Yeah.
I mean, crazy.
At that moment, did you think, wow, the Steelers are going to try for big plays?
I did actually. My first thought was like, wow, we finally made some adjustments and we're finally going to try to stretch the field a little bit.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean, and we caught him off guard, and it turned out to be a big play that led to a touchdown.
yeah.
So,
Well,
mm,
I mean, you as the team playing this, do not expect something like this because they haven't shown that they would do something like this all season.
you're right.
Right. So they're like, whoa, what is that? And plus, I mean, he was covered, but he was just bigger than the other guys.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful pass. I mean, he put it exactly
Yeah.
where it needed to be, and Metcalf made a nice catch on it. But we just caught him off guard. But you gotta be aggressive, man. You gotta all this
In
dink and
into
doink and all this stuff. I mean, take advantage of the talent that you got, and DK Metcalf is that.
Yeah. Well, in today's NFL, this is the way you have to play. You know, because you can't, run the ball, and then throw a 3 yard pass for a first down. It doesn't work real well like that anymore. It used to, back in the heyday of football in 1978. That's what they used to do.
Yeah, but you're right. That's not the NFL of today, especially especially when you're playing a team like Baltimore, who I know they've struggled offensively the last couple of weeks, but they can. I mean, they got a great offensive team. I mean, they should be scoring 30, 35 points a game.
Yeah.
We got to score touchdowns to win. We can't keep kicking field goals, and that's been our problem. So
Yeah.
the fact that we were able to get on the board first with a touchdown, a quick strike on that first play, I mean, we got to do more of that against these teams that can score really quick. And
Yeah.
Baltimore can score really quick when they're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah. Your rushing game did not show up. Looking at this, they had less than 50 yards rushing.
Yeah,
That's
we could, yeah, couldn't run the ball at all.
yeah. So evidently the Ravens were set up to stop you from running and say, well, if Aaron can beat us passing, then we'll let him do it. That seems to be what
Yeah,
happened, you know, because
I,
there
I
have been
think that
several games where they've rushed for 100 yards. But would you agree with
I
that?
think that's exactly, yeah, I think that's exactly what happened. I think they said, you know what, we're going to stuff the run, and we're gonna make this anemic offense with Aaron Rodgers and these no name receivers minus DK Metcalf beat us, and that's exactly what happened,
Yeah.
ironically.
Ironically.
And so, I
Yeah.
mean, and kudos to the game plan and and the execution on that side of the ball. I mean, we scored 27 points. I
Yeah.
mean, it's a pretty good day at the office right
Oh,
there.
yeah. You score 27 points, you should win. Now, on the other side, Derrick Henry had 94 yards rushing. Mitchell had 76 yards rushing. And Lamar Jackson rushed for 43 yards. They
Yeah,
torched you. They torched you good.
they did. Yeah, I think you add up those totals, it's like what, 225, something like that?
Yeah, it's over 200
230?
yards. Yeah.
Yeah. No, they I
You
mean, they
you
did a nice job
cannot
pounding the
you
rock.
cannot let somebody rush for over 200 yards. I mean, good night, man.
Right. No, you're
I'm just
absolutely right.
saying.
I mean, yeah, we couldn't
You
stop
could,
the run. Again,
yeah.
that's been a problem all year, and we somehow we survived yesterday, but that's not a
Yeah.
good winning formula there.
No, not it's it is your team is like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You like one week they can play pretty good defense, the next week they play bad defense, but their offense is good. It's all over the place.
Right.
So
Very, very inconsistent.
I
I
guess
mean,
I guess you'd rather have this and have a winning record than just be bad all the way around.
right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's there's bright spots every
Yeah,
week on both sides of the ball, but they can never match, they can never align themselves. I mean,
yeah,
it's always, but I mean, the defense, I mean, we gave up a lot, but we also made some really big plays, you know, in some big high profile positions. I mean, I know those calls went against Baltimore, but they had a lot of other opportunities, and our defense showed up on some of those third and shorts and fourth and shorts, and we got one turnover, the interception we had
yeah,
off a horrible Lamar Jackson pass. I can't believe he threw that. Um, that led to a touchdown. So
yeah. Well, this year they've had one game with 4 turnovers, one game with 5 turnovers. So they're obviously pretty good at getting turnovers.
yeah,
I would assume if you looked at the stats that they're probably leading the league in turnovers. I mean,
I,
10
you're
turnovers.
right.
I mean,
I think coming in we were this like in like second or third in takeaways, so
okay.
something like that. So we're
Yeah.
definitely up there.
So,
Um, but it honestly, those are Steeler games are tough games to watch, man.
mhm.
I think I lose a few hours of my
As a,
life after every single game. I mean,
every
it's
fan of every team is like what you're going through. But when your team is offense is good one day, defense is good one day, whatever, it really causes a lot of more stressful situations on you. It does.
right,
Where if you're just bad, you're like, okay, well, this is all right. I can deal with this. You
right.
know. Or if you're really
I mean,
good, like say New England is this year, you know.
right. But we just never have we never play like 4 quarters of football where from the opening kick, okay, this is going to be one of those games where we're just going to go kick the crap out of somebody,
Yeah.
and it's just going to be a fun game to watch. But that's not the Steelers' way. It always has to
It's
be
not the
interesting.
Steelers' way.
I mean, we looked really good in the first half, and then in the
Yeah.
second half, it completely turned. I mean, Baltimore scored, I think, on 4 of their 5 second half possessions. I mean, they caught fire and they looked really good.
Yeah.
And we're fortunate to win that, but it's always a nail biter. But that's AFC North football. That's how it is. Those are
Well,
those big rivalry games, man.
is I would say that most of this is on the players. The coaches, for the most part, have a game plan, up until you get punched in the mouth or, hit in the head.
Right.
But the players are the people that are really the inconsistent people. I mean, because you got a game plan. This is what we want to do. We want to keep Derrick Henry under 100 yards. Well, they did it barely. So.
Right. Absolutely. I mean, at some point, I mean, yeah, coaches got to coach, but players got to play, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Mike Tomlin's not throwing picks. Mike Tomlin's
Yeah.
not missing field goals. Mike Tomlin's not missing tackles. I mean,
Yeah.
I know some of the criticism is justified of him, but players got to step up, man. And
Yeah.
if you're allowing 225 yards on the ground,
Yeah, that's
and your offense hasn't done much, I mean, we played better against Baltimore, but accountability, man. Player accountability and coaching accountability.
Yeah.
We obviously had a little bit of a different attack and a little bit of a different offensive game plan against Baltimore than we did, in the previous week. And it was good to see Aaron Rodgers stretch the field a little bit.
Yeah. Do you think he had any input in it last week? Like, look, coach, I want to do this.
I'm sure he did.
He has to come up with all this, some information here.
Yeah. I mean, I've been very critical of him, like some of his off the field stuff, but the dude's got a pretty big heart, man. He's got a lot of passion, and you can, I just, he's a little whiner at times and everything, but he's got a lot of heart, man. And I think that, he played exactly like that. He's an intense guy and he wants to win, and I respect that.
Yeah. Well, if you look at last week, he had a bandage on his nose, and he's got some sort of something on his wrist there from his hurt wrist. He is playing,
Yeah.
So.
And you can tell he's got like command of the game. I mean, he really's got command of the game. Like, I don't know if you saw the completion to Calvin Austin that went for 4 or 5 yards. It was a first down, and he bobbled the ball going out of bounds. They called it a catch. They needed a first down. Aaron Rodgers is trying to get everybody to the front, to get on the line.
So he can get a play. He can get a play run before they can review it.
Right. Yeah. Because Aaron Rodgers knew he bobbled it and knew he didn't have possession of it. And he was really, really upset that the play, he couldn't get everybody to the line and didn't get the play in. It turns out, it was overruled and incomplete pass. We had a punt. Yeah. But he's very good at those adjustments. And
were the players trying to get back, or they just, as the thing in the movie Bull Durham, lollygagging? Were they lollygagging?
It was tough to tell, actually, because I didn't really know what was going on until they showed like the second replay, where you could see the ball coming out. He didn't have control of it, so I don't know if he was. I can't believe he'd be waiting for a play call. I mean, or if they were lollygagging around. But you'll notice a little later on in this, I believe in the second half, another similar situation. But that time, everybody was on the line and everybody was good to go, and he got it off. So I think he makes a lot of those adjustments in the game, which, as a veteran quarterback, he's really good at doing. So,
all right. Well, I got one thing I want to ask your opinion, because I've seen this a lot and I don't understand it. And then we'll get into their future schedule, because they're in first place. The Steelers are in first place, folks.
Yeah.
The last drive, they had the ball on the 15. Somebody said it was like on the 5, but I think it was the 15-yard line, whatever it was. They had 2 minutes and 44 seconds, I believe it was. And all they had to do was get a first down, and you pretty much controlled the rest of the game. They didn't even try to get a first down. From what I could tell, they did not try to get a first down. And I've seen this before, but I do not understand. If you try to get a first down and don't make it, okay, I get it. But they didn't even try. What my belief is. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I absolutely do. I thought the
Yeah.
same thing. Way too conservative. I mean, Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers had almost a career day in Pittsburgh, one of his best games ever as a Steeler.
Yeah.
I mean, and I can't believe, and one of the biggest moments there at the very end, well, you're right. All we needed was a first down or two, and that's game.
Yeah.
And we got really conservative.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like we had been running the ball really well. I mean,
yeah.
we couldn't run the ball the entire game, but
for
some reason we thought on the final drive we were going to do it.
Yeah. But
I mean, I know
if all he would have done was just throw like a 5-yard pass right to the out of bounds line and have somebody catch it right there and just go out of bounds. This way you wouldn't be thrown to the middle of the field risking an interception. And if the guy don't catch it, it goes out of bounds. Whatever.
But,
all right.
But on first down, why didn't we do a little play action fake? Baltimore thinks that we're running the whole time. I mean, it just was I thought the exact same thing. I'm like, oh my gosh, like we're back to this conservative garbage,
Yeah.
And I know there's a philosophy with that. I know, okay, let's run the ball. Let's force our opponent to burn all their timeouts. I get that, but at that point, you got to play to win, man.
But you're still risking. I got to punt.
Right, and we were punting deep at our own end.
And we're going to punt. We're going to give them 2 minutes left.
Right, and we were really lucky because it was a great punt.
Yeah.
And not only that, but I believe
two penalties.
There was a push in the back on that too, so it backed them up. So I mean, you're right. They very easily could have gotten the ball at their own 35 or 40-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but it's that conservative nature. Again, if we had been running the ball well the entire game, that's completely different. But we couldn't run the ball to save our life.
You got less than 50 yards. Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers had a big run when he was running toward the end zone with the ball stuck out. Like, look, I'm scoring.
Yeah. And he even scored. I mean, four of those rushing yards were from him.
Yeah. All right.
Again, I've been critical of him, but he has scrambled. He has taken a ton of hits, and I got mad respect for a 42-year-old guy.
Well, I'll say this: I believe he'd rather play for the Steelers than he would the Jets.
I agree. You're right. That's true.
So, all right. So you're in first place in the division. You're not in first place in any other category in the National Football League, but you're in first place in the AFC North. You have Miami coming to town, which I was talking to somebody today, which is true. Miami doesn't do well on the road in the cold. So this is a winnable game. If you win this game, you will be much better position of actually winning the division. You cannot lose, right?
Right, absolutely. I mean, absolutely. It's a big, but Miami looks pretty good. Miami's been playing really well.
Yeah.
But it is supposed to be very cold in Pittsburgh, I believe. Yeah. That's a Monday night game, I believe. But
ooh, it's really going to be cold after the sun goes down.
I think it's the Monday ESPN game.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. But you're right. The weather should favor us. You would think so.
Yeah.
And it's a big opportunity.
Is Miami playing for anything?
I think Miami is. I think they have the same record as Baltimore, and aren't they 6-7?
I don't know. Let's see here. I'll look it up real fast. NFL.
I think Miami's like
Dolphins.
6-7.
I got the internet, man.
Miami's
I can do all kinds of things.
Miami's looked really pretty. They're on like a 4-game winning streak, I believe.
Uh,
But they're on the outside looking into the playoffs, obviously. But I think they're like
you can never
6-7
find
or
it.
5-8.
You can never find what you're looking for. Like, what am I looking for? Okay, so they are on a 4-game winning streak. They're 6-7 on a 4-game
6-7.
winning streak.
So they're tied with Baltimore, and they're tied with Kansas City, and I'm
Well,
trying to think who else
it
is in
depends
that.
on what the AFC South looks like. But Houston, I think, is much better.
Right.
You know?
Yes.
So
But
I would
you're right.
assume Houston's the leader of that division by quite a bit. So they really don't have a whole lot to play for. At 6-7, you're not making the playoffs. You know,
I mean, they're going to have to. They're going to have to win out. They're going to have to win out and really hope for,
look, if you're counting on people to lose, just give it.
I would agree.
So you, as a Steeler aficionado, know that you got it. Got it in your grasp right now.
Take care of your own business.
And if you beat the Dolphins, and if you beat Cleveland, you win the division.
And we play Baltimore final game of the year.
Yeah. So, well, if Baltimore, assuming Baltimore loses a game, if Baltimore wins both games, you're going to have to beat them at the end of the year.
Well, yeah, I think you're right. Baltimore's got a tough schedule though. Baltimore goes to Cincinnati.
Okay.
Which,
tough game. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. So
Joe Burrow's back.
but we have an opportunity.
Cincinnati almost beat Buffalo in Buffalo, but for some reason they blew it.
Yeah, but they blew it in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Steelers control their own destiny. So we went out. It's pretty simple. We win the division at 10-7 and get a home game.
And just think, folks, 2 weeks ago, we didn't think this was possible.
Yeah.
Not at all.
No, not at all. But
that 4-game losing streak or whatever it was, So
I mean, we got a couple of calls that went our way. We made a couple of big plays. They missed out on some opportunities, but in the end, it's a win's a win. We'll take it, and we'll move on. We've been on that side way too many times as well, and it's unfortunate that some of those calls were kind of put that game in a bad light because it was a great game. It is a great rivalry, and 4 Steelers left that game with a concussion.
Wow, man, that's a lot.
Yeah,
he may not play next week.
Yeah. So
all right, folks. Game. We're going to have to wrap this up because we're starting to get long, and we've made a pact that we won't ramble.
No rambling.
No rambling.
No rambling.
So, the injury report is for the gamblers, not for us. We don't gamble on sports. Only the referees do. Okay.
Yeah.
Remember,
great,
folks,
Billy.
like and subscribe because we're trying to hit that 10 subscriber mark. Because once we hit 10, 100 is within our grasp.
Go Steelers.
Go Steelers. So long, everybody.
Good night.
This has been a production of Steeltown Football. Tune in each week for the best Steelers commentary in the world.